2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D. Welcoming everyone to the show and Happy New Year to you, your family, and everyone in the behavioral health family. We'd like to appreciate God for his mercies and goodness upon us all. Our homes, our ways, and our life. Wow, New Year is here with new realities hitting the ground running. And we want to continue from where we stopped last year on comprehensive reinforcement. Last year was more of an introductory sort to behavioral health, for which many of us caught fun, we were happy, and we gave for free several solid lessons on behavioral health, running all the analysis and the checks. So we have another 4 for you as a build-up to what you enjoyed last year. I hope you have gone over all your notes, ran your assessments, and saw that these things are handy, useful for you in all your runnings and in all your works. Because no matter what you do, behavior still carries 70% of it. So if behavior is 70%, then it's not something to joke with at all. You need to be able to do the needful, know what to do, and do what you know exactly, using fact and figures to support your claim as a therapist, as a psychologist, as a medical doctor, even as a teacher. And no matter what man does, anyone does, behavior plays a vital role. So I showed you the theories on various grounds. This week, Monday to Thursday, I will be showing you the practical aspect of it that should wear human face so that you'll be so attracted and attractive, and people can get to patronize you for what you do. So we'll be taking studies on the dynamics of behavioral capture. How do you capture a scenario, an individual? How do you look at the individual behaviorally to be able to profile health, surface diagnosis and analysis, social connection and intervention skills? How do you do behavioral deposits versus delivery? And then at the end, as usual, we will issue you a certificate. I hope you have your assessment printed so that we can take you through the practicality and you can know how to even gauge yourself as far as capturing an individual is for holistic input needing to be fed to you to perform. So today, we are taking the dynamics of behavioral capture. What is behavioral capture? How do I capture a reality on ground with a client, an individual, a group of people, family, in order to book them for my service as a teacher, as a psychologist or clinical psychologist, as a coach, as a caregiver, whatever you do, the capacity to capture who you are dealing with is very vital. So, what is behavioral capture? Behavioral capture is My humble self and my name still remains the same. And my corporate profile still remains same for you. And the timetable, of course, for which everyone in the various groupings are being given. And it's still about 4 critical areas of intelligence, intention, inspiration, and institution, where intelligence is all about your mental health, intention, your physical health, inspiration, your spiritual health, and institution, your emotional connection, and health. They all matter when it comes to behavioral health. The 4 actually. And a badge came out of it by which you win as a therapist, a coach, a psychologist, a doctor, and everyone, so that you can also win from your clients. Behavioral capture is you're becoming aware of a case. What is this about? It is seen back and forth, a situation where you don't work as a novice or operate as a novice. It is your capacity for behavioral analysis. When you know the situation on ground and with the solution wired and woven within you, you'll be able to pull out based on what you see on ground. So your capacity to do behavioral analysis, looking at fact and figures on ground, is very vital. And in doing behavioral analysis, the idea model comes to mind. I, identification. A, definition of what you can see on ground. And E, evaluation. A, administration of session of approach, which we call therapies. Whether 3 therapies, 4 therapies, a therapy session is usually 30 minutes to 1 hour. And then, as you do that, you engage your 5W and 2H. 5W, what is it? Why is it? Where is it? Who is it? When is it? And the 2H, of course, how did it happen? And what has been the harvest so far? And this can be in the region of the good, bad, or ugly situation. So the case you are not aware of, hook, line, and sinker, you cannot capture. And what you cannot capture, you can't offer the best of the solutions that is available. So very pivotal in all issues, whether good, bad, or ugly, behavioral capture is very vital. Don't neglect it. So what are the elements in behavioral capture? 1, who is the captor? And what is capturing or captivating him or her? Who is involved? Who are the people involved? And what is the caption? The frame you can see around it. Very vital. And then what captivity has he brought? And then what capacity is he occupying? You need all of this. So write down, not in your head. I taught you last year in the last session that there's the need for you to jot down as a professional. When you do things like that, then your client will appreciate your service deeper and better. So the 5 domains are usually at work for a spectrum. The personality, you wear like a goggle, which is the self-concept, holistic health, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. They are very critical. And then You look at the potential, which is the strength variable. What are the competencies, the gifts, the talents, the skill set, the enthusiasm? They are very vital in determining whether it's a strength situation. And then you look at the wealth variable of it. Is it a wealth problem, wealth challenge, and all that? Look at that one as well and sort it out. Is it a debt problem? So when you are listening to your client, you capture the 5 domains. Debt problem in terms of the powerhouse of the individual. The niche variable. You need that one. And then the 5th one is the stretch problem. The stretch domain, which is the various power hubs, the constituency the individual has built with people. Is been able to, how well has he been able to navigate from being an individual to building networks, institutionalizing his brand, and becoming bigger and better. So anytime you are meeting a client with your behavioral spectacle, what you should look out for is which of these 5 domains am I going to offer service to this client? And so contact by extension will now be within and without. As he's talking on the outside, you are also thinking on the inside, looking up at your 5 domains: the health, the strength, the wealth, the depth, and the stretch domains, which are what? The health for the personality, the strength for the potential, the wealth for the production, the depth for the powerhouse, that unique selling proposition where the individual becomes a brand, where he finds a need and fills it because he's hit the water tank. And then the stretch, where he navigates from being a powerhouse to raising other people as hubs, which we call power hubs, which is the stretch. And that is the secret of my achievement in behavioral health. I'm able to carry out appropriate diagnosis and get results because I figure it's a health issue, strength issue, and all that, and I devolve other competencies by behavioral capture, and I get results as therapy. I know the analysis I'm going to run, and then it hits target, and you see results. So you may not be a psychotherapist like me, but you know, these things apply in every form of service. You are out there, you're saying, doctor, oh, my own is not mental health, it's not issue having to do with health. Maybe it's a strength thing. We'll also show you how to work it through behavioral capture. Maybe it's wealth problem, behavioral capture is critical. Debt problem, oh, I'm just skimming on the surface, things are not really fine. That is debt issue. Behavioral capture matters a huge lot. So we're going to run the capture on the surface today so as to help you become the best self you can be. And it's all about attraction. And in attracting your client, you know what? You need the power of control, capacity to create, conceive, and showcase concern, basically, for which we have devolved on the assessment for you to use and for you to enjoy on a pivotal note. So you need content, you need contribution, clarity. You need to be able to converge at the end with your client. So the way I have the assessment, I want to show you how it runs. right now so that we can run it together. Behavioral capture is vital in therapy. The situation you have not captured is the solution and answer you cannot provide. You need to capture it to be able to provide answer.